Hey humans, what's happening? Today, it's probably Wednesday. It's Wednesday here, Thursday there, Friday now. Are you okay? Well, hey, anyway. Welcome to Read to Me, Matt Dunn. I'm Matt Dunn. This is Gamora. She is a sleepy. She always so sleepy. It's okay. Sleepy good. Sleepy good. Sleepy dog, good dog. She calm. You never, you calm. Okay, let's get to the book. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Chapter 20, Part 2. Gamora, you don't want to read the book with me? You can put your head on my lap if you like. I can read the book up in the air. You know, you want to put the... Here you go. She just like to sleep and rest her head on my lap. It's a good dog. Anyway, Pride and Prejudice, Chapter 20, Part 2, by Jane Austen. Hope you're listening. Open your ears, because I bet this is going to be off the hook. While the family were in this confusion, Charlotte Lucas came to spend the day with them. She was met in the vestibule by Lydia, who, flying to her, cried in a half-whisper, "I am glad you are come, for there is such fun here. What do you think has happened this morning? Mr. Collins has made an offer to Lizzie, and she will not have him." Charlotte had hardly time to answer before they were joined by Kitty, who came to tell the same news, and no sooner had they entered the breakfast room, where Mrs. Bennet was alone, than she likewise began on the subject, calling on Miss Lucas for her compassion, and entreating her to persuade her friend Lizzie to comply with the wishes of all her family. "Pray, do, my dear Miss Lucas," she added in a melancholy tone, "for nobody is on my side. Nobody takes part with me. I am cruelly used. Nobody feels for my poor nerves. Nobody feels my nerves." Charlotte's reply was spared by the entrance of Jane and Elizabeth. "Aye, there she comes," continued Mrs. Bennet, looking as unconcerned as may be, and caring no more for us than if we were at York, provided she can have her own way. "But I tell you what, Miss Lizzie, if you take it into your head to go on refusing every offer of marriage on this way, you will never get a husband at all, and I am sure I do not know who is to maintain you when your father is dead. I shall not be able to keep you, and so I warn you, I have done with you from this very day. I told you in the library, you know, that I should never speak to you again, and you will find me as good as my word. I have no pleasure in talking to undutiful children. Not that I have much pleasure, indeed, in talking to anybody. People who suffer as I do from nervous complaints can have no great inclination for talking. Nobody can tell what I suffer, but it is also so. Those who do not complain are never pitied." Her daughters listened in silence to this effusion, sensible that any attempt to reason with or soothe her would only increase the irritation. She talked on, therefore, without interruption from any of them, till they were joined by Mr. Collins, who entered with an air more stately than usual. And on perceiving whom, you pushing the pillows out. I guess that's make you feel better. Who entered the air and more stately than usual, and perceiving whom, she said to the girls, "Now I do insist upon it that you, all of you, hold your tongues and let Mr. Collins and me have a little conversation together. Now shut your fucking mouth and leave me be. I'm gonna talk to this Collins motherfucker. Hello? 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 Gamora? Oh, Gamora. It truly was a Gamora Shawshank Redemption. Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Elizabeth passed quietly out of the room. Jane and Kitty followed, but Lydia stood her ground, determined to hear all she could, and Charlotte, detained first by the civility of Mr. Collins, whose inquiries after herself and all her family were very minute, and then by a little curiosity satisfied himself with walking to the window and pretending not to hear. In a doleful voice, Mrs. Bennet thus began the projected conversation. "Oh, Mr. Collins." "My dear madame," replied he, "let us be forever silent on this point. Far be it from me, he presently continued, in a voice that marked his displeasure, to resent the behavior of your daughter. Resignation to inevitable evils is the duty of us all, the peculiar duty of a young man who has been so fortunate as I have been in early preferment, and I trust I am resigned. Perhaps not the less so from feeling a doubt of my position. Happiness had my fair cousin honored me with her hand. For I have often observed that resignation is never so perfect as when the blessing denied begins to lose what of its value in our estimation. You will not, I hope, consider me as showing any disrespect to your family, my dear madame, but thus withdrawing my presentation to your daughter's favor, without having paid yourself and Mr. Bennet the compliment of requesting you to interpose your authority in my behalf, my conduct may, I fear, be objectionable to having accepted my dismission from your daughter's lips instead of my own. But we are all liable to error. I have certainly meant well through the whole affair. My object has been to secure an amiable companion for myself, with due consideration for the advantage of all your family, and if my manner has been at all reprehensible, I here beg leave to apologize." There he is, apologizing again. We are all Mr. Collins, aren't we? We just want to please and please and please, and if we think we fucked something up, we just want to apologize and make it all go back. It just seems like the only way, but it's not always the same. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and tune in on Monday and Tuesday when my videos premiere, and we will chat it up. You know what I mean? We can drop some words, maybe some slang, and then we could hang. But that's up to you. So if you like for me to keep reading, please check out some more of my videos, and give me a thumbs up if you like. Subscribe by pushing some buttons I put on the screen. The buttons. The buttons, they're blowing buttons. This is Gamora, and she thanks you for watching the videos. She is such a good dog. She really just wants support. If anything, just support her. Support Gamora, because she needs it. She doesn't really get it a lot. Right, Gamora? I don't support you in your dreams. Her dreams of constantly eating tennis balls. She eats tennis balls. Not eats, but she just chews it like bubblegum. It's really weird. It's funny. She's cute. I'll have to make a video of that. Well, keep looking for that one. Squishy faces. Anyway, I will stop talking, and I might see you tomorrow. So, stay weird.